What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Pencil Pushers Project. This is a podcast where we discuss music news, music, a little bit of current events, a little bit of sports, so on and so forth. If this is your first time listening, first and foremost, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Jay, one of the hosts, and I am also joined by my co-host, Zay.
What's good?
What's good with you?
I caught a flat tire this morning.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
What's the status with that?
I don't know. I put air in it, and the tire pressure's steady right now, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to walk out tomorrow. It's going to be flat again. I made it home. That's all that matters.
Well, that is all that matters.
But
sorry to hear that.
That's cool.
Other
What's up
than
with
that,
you?
Ripping and running, man. Trying to get everything set up for the visual experience.
Oh, yeah, we got y'all complaints.
Yeah.
All your complaints.
We heard y'all
loud and clear.
Pissing and moaning. No, just kidding. We've heard the feedback, and we've been trying to get you guys some video and some visuals, so we appreciate you guys' patience. We are finally here, and hopefully things work out well. And we want to shout out to our video man. I forgot your name, brother. Apologies.
Yep. Yo, shout out.
I'm trying to show appreciation, man.
Shout out to Cedric.
There we go. That's your man. You should shout him out. That's your shout out to Cedric.
Hey, we keep it at. we keep it at.
We appreciate you for helping us out with this. So many thanks to you, brother. And how's the rest of your week been besides the tire?
It was cool. Something else happened to me earlier this week that I really was looking forward to telling the story about. Damn. I don't remember. Anyway, whatever. We recording in front of a live audience today. You know.
Shout out to the three of you
guys. Shout out to the three of them.
We appreciate the support. So we went ripping and running through IKEA, trying to find some decor for this thing.
And we ended up with nothing.
Yo, we went to the we ended up about to walk out with seat cushions and then saw the line and was like, never mind. So
we was really about to stand in line for like an hour for some seat cushions.
No, I wasn't. I seen the line and
I was like, about
nope.
it. I was really gonna do it. I was with it.
You should have told me. I would have just pulled off and left you with the cushions, bro.
Oh hell no, I would have left.
All right, so
what episode is this? 22?
Episode 22. Yep,
right.
that is what it is. You want to get into? Let's start with the verses. The first one you actually watched.
Yeah, we are a music podcast, and I haven't watched a single verses outside of this one.
Shame on you.
2 Chainz versus Rick Ross. 2 Chainz won.
2 Chainz won. That's it. That's all, huh?
2 Chainz won.
So tell me about this was your first verses.
Bro, did you actually made a list?
Yeah, man, because this is the first one.
You've never done that.
Because if you don't watch it anymore.
You wanted to rub this shit in.
No, I want to break it down. Because if it's not the same, if I'm the only one who watches it, then it's like you have nothing to reference. You have nothing to say, oh, that's not. I disagree with that. So we both watched this. First of all, this was your first verses. So tell me what you thought. Tell me what you thought of it being a first time viewer.
It was better than I thought it was going to be. I didn't understand the point of people just sitting there looking at other people recording music or playing their music. But I think the fact that they did like a low-key performance with every song. But I also love what Rick Ross did when he played the unreleased famous verse. Mm-hmm. That was easily my highlight of the night. I didn't care about anything. After that point, I was cool. They could have stopped after that. I thought that was. I think more artists need to do that. Need to play more unreleased music.
Well, I think what they both did was they did take advantage of the platform. Obviously, the following day they both released new music.
Yeah.
They both were on. I think Rick Ross was on Hot 97, and 2 Chainz was on The Breakfast Club, kind of just speaking on the battle and just giving their thoughts. And I think they're both very savvy guys in that arena in terms of like marketing and stuff like that. You said that Chainz won.
I was joking. Chainz didn't win.
Oh,
but he did better than you expected.
I agree with that. I think. Now I feel bad. I'm not gonna go through my whole list since you agree essentially, but I think
we can go through it.
I think Chainz made his point essentially in terms of just how people maybe wrote him off almost as if like, why is he even in this discussion?
It's because people got stuck on Bury Me Inside the Booty Club and they thought that was 2 Chainz. Yeah. But if you actually listen to hip hop and follow him, you know that you know what time it was.
Well, I think even further beyond that, not even just his music, but just him as an entrepreneur, him as a businessman. People know, at least in Atlanta, people know he owns several restaurants. He does own the G League team,
The Atlanta Hawks,
the Atlanta
right?
G League team as well. And he's also, in terms of like talking about Rick Ross being the boss and stuff like that. 2 Chainz is in his own right is a boss, and I think it was just more so not even just the music, but just his whole.
Man, go choke somewhere else, bro.
Listen, man, we bring a couch, we bring in guests, and you can't be quiet for 10 minutes without
Go choke somewhere else.
get out. Yo, this couch gotta go, brother.
Nah,
but I think just that whole encapsulation, people got to remember 2 Chainz. He is, in my opinion, in terms of the rebrand, he's top 3. And just
oh yeah,
he
went
feel,
through a serious rebrand.
You feel what I'm saying? And I think that does go underappreciated in a lot of respects.
Yeah.
Very, very smart guy, very savvy dude. Not even just as a lyricist, but as an entrepreneur. Marketing, just like I said, he's just a very savvy guy, and I think it's just an extension of how, to some degree, artists and people from the South are viewed in a certain particular light. Maybe just because of the type of music he makes.
Mm-hmm.
But getting back to the actual versus battle, I'll make this real quick, and you can kind of tell me if you agree or disagree. So round 1, we got Rick Ross coming out the gate, BMF, 2 Chainz with No Lie.
Rick Ross won.
I gave that to Ross. All right. Round 2, Rick Ross comes with Hustlin'. Chainz comes with I'm Different.
Who'd you have?
I gave it to Ross.
Really?
Yeah, I gave it to Ross.
Okay, I can see that. But
It was close though.
yeah,
and that's honestly that is kind of the theme as we go forward. Third round, Rick Ross plays John, If I Die Today, or John with Lil Wayne. 2 Chainz plays Fucking Problems.
fucking problems.
I gave it to Chainz.
That was easy.
Yep, I gave it to Chainz. Round 4, we got Rich Forever. And
Rich Forever wins against anything.
Listen, man, your shit pushed back because it ain't buzzing. That's
Yeah,
automatic. That's automatic.
Hey,
man.
look, Rich Forever is one of my favorite songs of all time. So it didn't matter what 2 Chainz played at that moment for me.
He played Spend It. And I think maybe, and I know 2 Chainz said he didn't have a game plan, but I think maybe he should have said, like, all right, he'll get that round. I'll say that. I'll say my nukes for.
Because 2 Chainz know he didn't have anything on tuck for Rich Forever.
Yeah.
You
So now we get into round 5. So Rick Ross plays Diced Pineapples. Did we say that was automatic last week?
We never said that.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think
Jamel might have said that.
okay, yeah.
That sounds like a Jamel
Same,
take.
yeah. Which is why he's no longer on.
That's why he's never coming back to the podcast.
All right, so Diced Pineapples, and then Chainz played Duffel Bag Boy. Gave it to Chainz.
Yeah.
Rick Ross, MC Hammer, 2 Chainz.
That was close.
I Let 'Em Strippers.
I
sat with that one for a second, but I gave it to Ross. But that you could argue that.
Yeah, that was a close one.
You could argue that. So next round, Ashton Martin Music, 2 Chainz play Super Freak with Jeezy and Chainz.
Ashton.
I gave that to Ross.
Yeah.
Sansa,
Even though, remember, 2 Chainz is the only reason why the Bentley truck exists.
Yeah.
He's literally. I'm a firm believer that Bentley did not plan on making a truck until he said that.
That goes into the man's
Yeah.
he's savvy. So we got Santorini Grease, which is a song I said last week. Even though I gave this round to Chainz, Bands That Make Her Dance. It's just a much better song. So
yeah, man.
this one I think was a big debate. I'm a Boss versus Rich as Fuck. I gave it to I'm a Boss.
No.
I mean, look, I can't, I'm not.
Nah. I think Rich as Fuck age better.
Okay. I think I'm a Boss is just a huge song, just in my estimation. But again, that's where some of these are kind of super close. Next round, Freemason versus Fez Washington. I gave it to Fez Washington.
Yeah, Fez. What? Even though I don't know why Rick Ross played Freemason, I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't even think he would play that song.
Well, in Teflon Don, which is funny because he played Live Fast Die Young after the battle. I thought he would have played that during the battle.
Why? A lot of people. I feel like a lot of people don't know either of those songs.
Live Fast Die Young is a hard song.
It's hard. I'm saying I don't think a lot of people know them. Like because you gotta remember, like, people only listen to like the singles. Neither of those songs were singles. You had to listen to the album.
Yeah, but I would say that Teflon Don is his best album.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll say that argument.
We'll save it. All right, so we'll move on. At this point, this is 10 rounds. So I got I can't type, but I got Ross 6-4. Next we got The Boss with T-Pain versus Good Drink. I gave it to The Boss.
What?
Yep. Gave it to The Boss.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I did.
You gave the Boss
Yeah.
over Good Drink.
I did.
Nah, bro.
I did.
I couldn't disagree more.
That's fine.
Audience, what do you think?
No.
Okay.
No. All right. So then next we got Fuck With Me, You Know I Got It versus Watch Out. I gave it to Watch Out.
What?
I gave it to Watch Out.
Really?
Yeah.
Hold up. You gave Good Drink. You
Yeah.
gave the Boss over Good Drink, and then you gave Fuck With Me, You Know I Got Over Watch Out.
Yeah. I did.
I want to talk about something else.
I did.
This is crazy.
So
how'd you calculate your W? What?
listen, man. For me, obviously, Fuck With Me. I mean, Hov with Ross with Jay or Ross. Whatever you want to say about that. To me, that's when Watch Out is one of those songs where 2 Chainz really. Listen, brother.
I don't know, audience.
All right, so let's move on. We got a few more rounds here. Devil in a New Dress versus 4 a.m.
Devil in a New
Devil in
Dress.
a New Dress.
That's one of the best guest verses of all time.
Yeah.
Period.
So at this
I don't
point,
care what nobody
Ross
says.
8-5, Tear of the Joy. I don't care whatever. I don't care what 2 Chainz played. We played a big amount, but Tear of the Joy.
Tears of Joy. Okay, I'll take that.
Stay Scheming versus All Me. I gave it Stay Scheming.
Overall, me.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I personally, I thought that Stay
Was it
Scheming.
because of Rick Ross or French Montana? Already Drake this.
I personally like Stay Scheming.
That's
better.
when you Drake just comment on that song, right?
I think so.
The Canada Dry Line. Yeah. That was on that.
Yeah, I think so. So I got Ross 10-5 at this point. So Pop That versus It's a Vibe. I gave it to It's a Vibe.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
You're surprising me with your choices right now.
But our score's not you. What you gave? You said it was what 11. What you gave? 13-7.
I didn't even keep score.
Oh well, you said Ross won. So I mean,
Oh, I'm surprised by your W's.
you said 15-5, didn't you?
15-5. I didn't say that.
Oh. Let's go back. I'm on one versus No Problem.
Is it possible for a song to be a tie?
Well, I didn't want to do that.
Okay.
I like to just give it to them. I
All
like
right,
to,
cool.
Some people do ties. For me, I like to just, and that's why I say it's a hard. Some of the rounds are tough rounds, but I like to make a choice.
Okay.
So some people like to put ties, and that's fine. You can argue that. I just, to me, I don't like ties, personally for scoring. I'm on one versus No Problem. I gave it to I'm on one. If you say,
I'm on one over No Problem.
yeah.
What was No Problem? Oh, I hated No Problems. Yeah, go ahead. You got that one.
I'm Not a Star versus Birthday Song. I gave it a Birthday Song.
Over I'm Not a Star? Mm-hmm. That could have went either way. That could have went either way for me.
That's what I'm saying. So like in that
Well,
situation,
actually, never mind. Birthday Song. You're right.
in that situation, it was close. But like I said, if I had to pick one, Birthday Song to me was a bigger song.
Okay.
Mafia Music versus Big Bank.
Mafia Music.
Mafia Music.
I hate it. I don't like Big Bang.
Rich Off Cocaine. Don't really know why he played that.
Why did he play that?
This was like the last round though, so maybe he was just like, fuck it. I don't
Man,
know. And then 2 Chainz played Mercy.
he finished them off.
And of course Mercy I gave it. So at the end of the day,
Mercy's automatic W.
Ross 12-8. Like I said, I do think Chainz made his point. I do think he played hits. I mean, he even said after each round, this is a plaque. And I know that maybe didn't sit well with some people, but I think in him trying to make people understand that, I've been involved with some shit. Y'all not just finna write me off like I'm some, like I'm some nobody.
Well, I told y'all what time. I told everybody what time it was. Everybody kept trying to play 2 Chainz like he was trash, and I'm like,
yeah,
nah.
that's what I really
I
had.
said, nah, y'all bugging.
Yeah, that's what I really had a problem with. I don't have a problem with people saying Ross would win. It's just some people, their blatant disrespect for Chainz is
Yeah, it was crazy.
Is what kind of really just rubbed me the wrong way. So good battle. Some to me the energy was a little dry in the beginning. I think they just them not really
Being there? They didn't show up till like what 20 minutes after it started.
Yeah, but I mean, people show up late all the time. But to me, it was just more so. I don't know if they really kind of worked the format out. And 2 Chainz was even saying like, "Yo, I thought we was gonna do this, and you came out and played BMF. I thought we was gonna like do, I guess just maybe just a not a clear understanding of how they would present each round." And then once they kind of got into it and kind of got into a feel, 2 Chainz had, he brought a couple dancers out. Rick Ross had his masseuse. And I think in terms of, even though I know this is not part of the scoring, but in terms of like showmanship,
2
Chainz is hands down.
I ain't gonna lie though, when Rick Ross brought out that masseuse, took off his shirt, that was
my neck tight, love.
Yeah.
She goes strutting on out.
I had to give him that one.
Yeah, I did you think that was kind of like disrespectful a little bit? Like
what, saying my neck tight?
No, just like
making her give him a massage?
Not her, but like just towards like 2 Chainz, like
he's getting a massage while he over here.
Yeah, like
2 Chainz out there throwing money on strippers.
Yeah, but that was more like the show.
I feel like it was even out at that point.
Yeah, I mean,
nah.
I thought it was, like I said, I thought it was good showmanship for the dancers, and just his overall Chainz's overall personality to me is just a lot more. He sees a lot more better at that type of stuff in terms of like the entertainment piece of it. Ross is just like, yo, I make great music. Y'all know what it is. I don't have to do.
Y'all know what time it is.
Yeah.
Who you want to see next?
Who do I want to see?
They got to be rappers, not producers.
Rappers. I mean, we're still getting into the bigger names. I don't know if they're gonna do it, to be honest, but it's got to be. I mean, hearing all the songs that Drake was on, it's got to be, Drake
versus Drake. Who gonna go against Drake, bro? Come on, man. Kanye. That's the only person I can think of.
I mean, that would be one that
actually that would be going.
Exactly, that would be the one that I want to see. 50 Cent got to get in there at some point. I think. I know it didn't really pan out with T.I., but I do think 50 got to get in there at some point with somebody.
I think T.I. will wash 50 Cent.
I think he'll beat him.
I think he'll wash him. Like, I don't even think it'll be close.
All right, I don't know about that.
I don't think it'll be close.
About that. But Get Rich or Die Trying did come out, but that's fine. But I think that T.I., one of those guys. I'm not necessarily putting like who I want to see together, but just some people I want to see in it.
Mm-hmm.
Jeezy.
Yeah, Jeezy will be going.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Guys like that who should be and I really don't know how they. I think Swiss and Tim just be like DMing niggas. Yo, you want to battle? And then they gotta.
That's a wild ass DM.
They go back in the DM and it's like scene. It's like, oh, guess not. Guess not. So,
I want to see who I think everybody need. Well, I don't know why. I want to see Future and Young Thug, man. I think that'd be a great one.
I do too.
Future. I don't know why nobody mentioned Future in these versus battles yet.
Well, I think for a while it's been like, I don't want to say it like this, but a lot of the artists have been like, not every battle, but a lot of them have been like past their prime, kind of, or just it's more like paying homage to artists we may have forgotten have, Future and Young Thug are still active.
But Future low key went through a rebrand too when he dropped Hendrix.
Yeah, but I think we're starting to get into like, now we're looking at artists who are still like relatively active. For the most part, the versus battles, even like Jadakiss and Fabulous, they're still putting out music, but they're not really, they're not active like they were, years ago, and considered like a top tier or top tier in that field at that time.
Yeah.
So I think Future and Young Thug would be awesome selections if they plan on trying to, because eventually you are going to run out of quote unquote legends to.
Yeah.
Either they don't want to do it, or you realize that guys you like probably don't have 20. I think they should maybe re-examine that. Maybe do something where
make it 10.
Make it 10. You make it 10, then you probably have a larger pool where you can pull guys that, hey, okay, I know you got 10. Maybe you can play the songs a little bit longer instead of just doing one verse. You can play the songs a little bit longer.
Right.
10 rounds keeps it relatively short, and then you maybe open the pool for more of like your maybe some more niche artists, where artists, like I said, they don't have 20, but they have 10 and they could match up good against each other. Might probably be a little bit better. Just overall to expand this versus thing. If you're only doing 20, eventually that well's gonna run dry. Everybody don't got 20.
That's true.
So
Future definitely do.
They're gonna have to look to at some point, maybe expand. Hell, maybe like even weight classes where it's like, hey, okay, 20 song guys and gals, Jesus, 10 songers. I know. 10 songers. You know what I mean? Just kind of maybe have different classes, which may sound a little disrespectful. And some people like, oh, I'm not a 20, I'm not a 10 classer. Like, yeah, you kind of are. So you kind of are. But if you want to keep it going, I think that's a good indicator.
So when I was in the gym today, I was listening to Champions. Remember that Kanye song, Champions, with Gucci, 2 Chainz, who was in that song? Gucci, 2 Chainz, Yo Gotti, Designer. Fuck. Everyone.
50 people, yeah.
So it made me think, 'cause I want to talk about this. What are some of your top albums that were announced, or not announced, but were rumored and just never came out?
Rumored? Dang, you kind of put me on the spot. Even though I know we mentioned it off mic. Of course, everyone has Detox on their list. I think
We ain't never getting Detox.
No, I know we're not. I'm just saying that's one that definitely is the first one that kind of rings to in my brain. I'll
give you one. Cruel Winter.
Oh yeah.
You remember when that was our only concern with Kanye? When Cruel Winter was coming out?
Yeah.
Here we are now.
Nothing still.
He's running for president.
Yeah. Black Hippie album.
They were supposed to drop an album?
It was a talk. It was discussions like, yo, we when y'all dropping that. So
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it was just one of those things where it was never really confirmed, but of course, rumors and spread, and it's definitely one that I would want.
Do you still want the Kendrick J. Cole album? I don't want it. I don't think I want it anymore. I think it would have been better in the past. I feel like now they've grown.
I can agree with that.
They've grown so different and like in their own music lanes that I don't think they will mesh well together on the album anymore.
I mean, I still think they would mesh well. I just don't know. I think, like you said, I think maybe that's kind of died down in terms of like, oh man, Kendrick and J. Cole. Now, if they drop the song together just out the blue, I probably would go crazy.
Oh no, I'll lose it. But as far as a whole album, I don't think I want it anymore.
Yeah.
We can't even get Kendrick to drop a single.
He can't even drop his own shit.
He can't even drop. He ain't even dropping a tweet.
Listen, man. Logic stole that from him. Logic like, I want to go be a dad. Kendrick been being a dad. He just did it on the humble. He just quietly slid out. But
I think another one was big for me. This was announced years ago. Was Yellow Wolf and Big Crit were supposed to drop an album.
I think I remember.
And it never came out. And I know that album would have been crazy.
Yeah. Why do you think that? Well, I mean, of course, there's things that happen in music in terms of like people getting together and talking about doing stuff, but that never fizzles out. Why do you think that particular album might have?
I don't know, because I feel like that's the album that made the most sense.
I would definitely. That's one that I think would definitely be super dope. 2 guys that I don't think really get the proper
recognition.
Yeah,
no, not at all.
So, for sure.
All right, man. What's next, bro? What's next on the docket?
What do we got next?
Albums.
We did have some albums that dropped. Let's go ahead and start with Amine. That's how you say his name, right?
I hope.
Amine.
Amine.
Is
it really Amine? Oh, shit. Hey, man. Shout out to camera guy.
Apologies. I promised I was like, damn, I don't want to butcher it.
Damn.
But this is respectfully because Limbo, which I believe is his second official.
Yeah, his second official release. Yeah.
Limbo came out, and you text me about it, so I'm going to let you lead off and you give me your
Oh shit.
Thoughts? Yeah.
I gotta pull it up. All right.
But
So
while you getting that pulled up, I will say real quick, this man's good, man.
yeah,
This man's a
he's creative.
he's for a second project, following up a great first effort, and even the 1.5 was fairly solid as well. You got your
Yeah, I'm good. So Amine.
Amine.
All right, cool. So Amine dropped the project Limbo on last Friday. It was a great project. The production was excellent. It was very like that shit was real well produced. Charlie Wilson be on like all his songs. I'm starting to think that he's like related to him or something.
Maybe the connections.
He had the features were J.I.D., Charlie Wilson, Young Thug, Slow Tie, Vince Staples, Summer Walker, Injury Reserve. What was it? 14 tracks? All right. So production was great. Amine's lyrics are great. I think Amine is one of the most creative artists in hip hop right now. His videos are really creative too. I don't know. I really love this album. I didn't really have no complaints with it. If I could, I would probably take off the Fetus song. I didn't really like Fetus. I didn't understand that one. I didn't really like, but everything else was cool. Favorite tracks: Woodlawn, Roots. Hopefully JID blows. I hope JID blows up this year, man. Can't decide. I love Compensator. I like what Young Thug did with his flow on that.
Mm-hmm.
Pressure in My Palms. Hey, he found Vince Staples. How many features have Vince Staples done in the last 3 years? Like 2?
I know he was on Boldy shit. I know he was on this. When he does do features, he
be going off.
Yeah, he does his thing.
So yeah, it was great to hear Vince Staples. I think who I think would have been good on that song on Pressure in My Palms though? Denzel Curry. I think Denzel Curry would have been like that would have took that song to a whole nother level.
It's not a bad choice.
Yeah.
Not a bad choice.
I love Riri, but Riri came out months ago, so I ain't gonna say that.
No, I still love that shit.
You said what?
I still love it.
No, I still but I don't want to count it as my favorite song. Like it's been out for a while.
All right, got you.
I don't know, man. I like every song except Fetus. He could have kept that shit. 9 out of 10.
9?
9.
That's a solid number. Well, I guess I gotta kind of piggyback off of you. People talk about stuff being a vibe. That's what this album is.
A whole album.
This shit is a vibe, man. And from the, I think the first track that I really fucked with was Woodlawn, and then from there, the Kobe song, obviously,
it wasn't a song,
or the Kobe,
it was just like a monologue or something.
Yeah, but yeah. He referenced Kobe, I think, in Woodlawn.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, but the next song after that.
Yeah. Like you said, Roots with J.I.D. and Charlie Wilson, really dope. I wasn't the biggest fan of Becky. I wasn't the biggest fan. I like the Summer Walker song, and I don't like it. It's kind of weird.
I think it would have been better if did Amine have 2 verses in that song? Or did he just let Summer Walker? I think if you would have had a second verse, it would have been good. But
I think Summer Walker kind of outshined him on the song.
Yeah, that's why I think he needed that second one.
And maybe that's why, for me, it really just showed how she killed the shit.
We all know Summer Walker's great.
Yeah. Like
Summer Walker don't miss.
Yeah, she killed that shit. And I know, obviously he's very talented, but I think that song, she really just outshined him. And maybe that's why I didn't really care for it for him. But I love Riri. Can't really go wrong with a song about your mom. Mama. It's a dope song.
Wait. Oh, shit. Never mind.
So, no, not Riri.
I was about to say, Riri was about his mom? Oh, okay.
There's not too much criticism. 14 songs is a perfect number for me. I love albums that aren't too long. And for me, I'm really just... I'm rooting for this guy, man. He like I said, he's a model of consistency. Very good at making music. Very good at making nice just vibe out music. I was in the car listening to it, and you know, it just was, to me, it was no, even though I didn't like Becky, you could say it's no skip because I didn't, you know, I could stomach it.
Yeah.
But all in all, a very solid project. I just hope he continues to on this upward trend. I think he's just improving as an artist.
I hope he gets more features on bigger songs.
Yeah,
because he can definitely stick with the best of them. Like he really can.
I mean, he's pulling the likes of Summer Walker, Young Thug, Charlie Wilson. So I mean, he's in some of those camps. I think at least to get that type of feature on his behalf. But I think he could probably get some of that same type of vibe on other people's projects. And I think, like I said, I'm excited to see what else he comes out with going forward. But this is something that I definitely I went back to it I listened to it Friday, and I went back to it on Saturday. So I'm already like, you know, replay value is already looking good so far, which is in this day and age is kind of, you know,
yeah.
Usually it's one time it's like, all right, I'm done. But very, very solid body of work, and I will give it a 8.5 and 8.5.
All right. Cool. Up next, we got NLE Choppa, Top Shotter. I know you didn't listen to it.
I did listen to it.
You did?
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here. You serious? You must listen to that shit on the way here.
No, I listened to it.
Really? You go first. I want to hear what you got to say.
Go. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna lie. If we weren't doing the podcast, I probably would have skipped it. But I do try to like at least try to grab, you know, some stuff that and I don't know what people would expect from me as far as like reviews. They're not gonna listen to me and be like, oh, well, now I'm not gonna listen to this guy. But you know, just trying to at least give them a fair take in terms of like what I think of the project.
Right.
So I did listen to it, and this is something I need in the gym, man. I ain't gonna,
Bro, that's exactly when I listen to it. I listen to it in the gym.
Yeah,
and I was on 20.
That was my thing.
The whole time.
This dude has like, before the later songs, he has like one gear, like
the whole time.
Yeah,
it's I'm killing you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna yell about it, and then I'm gonna kill you again.
Yeah, and
I'm gonna yell about it some more.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna dig you up. I'm gonna shoot you again.
Yep.
And it's just
I fucked with it.
Like I said, he has what you call a time and a place music for me.
Yeah, no, I agree.
For me, so I probably couldn't listen to that like all day. But like I said, if I was in the gym or if I was just somewhere where I needed to get hype, I think it just lends well for him as like, I'm pretty sure he's like a performance artist. Like if he goes to
his performances are dope. Like, I saw him in Vegas.
So this is the type of
nice.
So this is the type of energy that I know he's probably has like just in his shows, and I think it probably caters to that. Mm-hmm. So. The content, I mean, there's not really much to break down. If you know,
it's really I agree.
I'm gonna shoot you if I don't like you.
I ain't really got much to say. I actually had to take a break from the album. I was like, "Fuck, this shit is like."
That's what I'm saying.
This shit is hitting hard.
It's just very aggressive. It's very you know, it is what it is, man. And a couple of songs that I did like. I did like the "Walk 'Em Down" with Roddy Ricch.
That was dope. That was a good one.
Roddy Ricch feature, you know, not really much he can say that he misses on. I would have liked Shotta Flow 4. Chief Keef kind of ruined it a little bit. And then some of the songs that weren't as hype, like Paranoid, was something that I guess based off of the trend of the album, I wasn't really expecting.
Mm-hmm.
But I
liked it.
I don't, and to be fair, I don't really know him that well, so I don't know if this is something that he normally does or this is something he was just trying maybe out of the box, out of his normal wheelhouse. But for something that's a little bit of a change of pace for him, it was something that maybe kind of slowed down and actually like, okay, maybe he might be trying to. And I know he's a young cat, so I know maybe as you know, as guys mature, their music maybe kind of hones in a little bit more. And then Depression, just the song title kind of jumped out at me. And again, just different type of mood, different type of vibe than the rest of the album. It was interesting. I can't say that I liked the song, but I think I maybe liked that he least try
Get something different.
to do something a little bit different. For me, like I said, this is a time and a place album. If I'm in the gym, I will probably do this, and you know, if I want to shoot somebody, I probably won't play this because I might do it. For me, I probably would give it a 7. Not really my cup of tea, but again, this is something that.
Damn, you rated it higher than I was about to rate it. Okay.
I mean, again, this is just the first listen scale. I think once I kind of got maybe to like the first 4 songs, I maybe like, okay, maybe this is just how he gets down. So my ears maybe twisted to that and said, okay, this is the type of music he makes. I'll just take it for what it is. Like, I'm not really listening. I'm not really expecting nothing like in depth, something very like, you know, he has his sound. He's like I said, big energy guy, aggressive shit, very much. For me, like I said, I'm sure if I go to a show, the show will be fucking crazy. And hell, depending on my mood, I might go on that bitch and be crazy. So
I can't picture you at a show going crazy. I would love to see that. Should we go to a show together, please?
Whenever they decide to have shows,
man, I want to see that. Bro, I'll pay for your ticket.
Well,
I swear.
To see this nigga, you have to pay for it anyway. But yeah, man. For me, I give it a 7. And again, I'm not the guy that people are gonna listen to and say, oh man, now I think I'll listen or not listen to this guy. But like I said, he's like 17?
I think.
So young cat kind of reminds me of like some of the when like Cash Money was coming up, how they were younger and then their sound kind of matured over time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Hot Boys was young when they was putting out music. So I don't really knock people who say, oh, these young dudes rapping about when I was young, Hot Boys was out and they was teenagers rapping about shit. So I don't hold that stuff against them or cats like this who are just young. I think as he matures and maybe has a little more things that go on in his life, maybe the music will adapt to that. But I just see it as a young dude, high energy. I can't really kill him for what he's doing. This is kind of what I expect for a teenager making music.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I don't know. It was cool. Like I said, I had to take a break from it. It was hella aggressive. But overall, it's a 6. It's a 6. I don't know. You kind of said everything. I ain't got much for it.
You should have went first, man.
No. I was surprised you even listened to the album. That's why I wanted you to go.
Why are you surprised,
bro? You barely made it through Gunna's album.
Well, I didn't like it. So I mean, here's my thing, right? So,
wait, there was an album that I listened to that you didn't listen to. It was just because you just said, "Nah, I'm not listening to it."
Well, every now and again, there's like my first. I'm like, okay, I can't do it, doc. But and like I said, in fairness to him, I've only heard this guy. I've never really heard his music. So, it's
the same here though.
In the interest of fairness, you said his name, and I thought okay, maybe one of your guys. So
no,
So when you said, hey, you can listen to it if you want, I thought you was just saying like, oh, you're not gonna listen to this nigga because he's young, because he, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I was just on Friday. I was really just listening to a bunch of music, and I saw that he dropped.
Yeah. So for me, I haven't heard a lot of his stuff to have a. I don't want to just say he's trash. I never heard of him. So like I said, I got to give him a fair assessment based off of just at least saying I've listened to a body of work of his. So for me, like I said, what I weighed into account was young dude making music. I guess I have certain expectations, and he sounded how I expected him to sound. So I can't really kill him for that. You know what I mean? So
that's fair.
So it is what it is. But
next project, you got the Little Key Trapped on Cleveland 3.
Oh, this your guy. I didn't listen to this.
Actually, all my friends been telling me about him for a while. This is the first project I ever listened to.
Oh no, this one I didn't listen to. So you can
I'll admit it. That shit was hard. I liked it. I don't know if I'm a fan. I made it through his album. It was good though. It's crazy that Young Thug has literally birthed an entire generation of artists.
This dude from here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trapped on Cleveland. Cleveland Ave.
Oh well, there you go.
Yeah, it's yeah, Thug really birthed an entire generation of artists. It's so crazy to me. I think he signed to YSL actually. It was a great project. I actually really liked it. I heard what I kept reading on the comments when I was downloading was that, you know, he showed growth compared to where he came from. And that's what happened, and that's what happened. I really liked it, though. I got to pull it up. Shit. I'm over here talking about it. But there it is.
How many songs? Oh, I guess you.
It's like 19 songs. It's 19 songs. You had the features: Young Thug, Gunna, Lil Baby, Travis Scott, Ty Dolla $ign. Hey, we don't talk about Ty Dolla $ign enough, but whatever.
Oh, real quick. I know we're still on Lil Keed, but my only other gripe with NLE Choppa is the album was long.
His album was too long.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I think this album was too long. Fuck. Where did I stop at? Ty Dolla $ign, 42 Doug, and Future. Let me see. The production was good. It had sort of a rough production, like a mixtape production, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I really liked it.
Okay.
I liked it. Let me see. I don't want to spend too much time on it. I'm kind of ready to start talking shit about something. So let me see. You had Obama Coupe. I like that one. Tighten Up was crazy. Kiss 'em Peace with Young Thug. I like Fox 5 with Gunna. Wavy with Travis Scott. I love that Ty Dolla $ign song. Don't Stop. And Zaza with Future. Everything else was kind of, I don't really remember. Basically, damn, I just named all the songs with features. Oh, shit. Oh, that's not good. 8 out of 10.
From the features or from?
Nah, he had some of those I named were actually solo songs. But he had a lot of features on his album, so it was kind of hard for me to go through it without naming features. But the one, he had a song on there called Tighten Up where he really held his own. Like, I really like that song. So, I don't know. If he's still showing growth, then I'm excited to see where he goes. Anyway, all right. Singles. Flatbush Zombies are back.
Tell me about this project, because I didn't hear it.
They just dropped a music video. But what they did was they did a whole music video where the entire video was like, man, I can't even describe that shit. We gotta watch this after the podcast.
Oh, well.
Yo, that was one. It's a cold video, man. And James Blake, hey, he smoked that production. I mean, he smoked it. Visually, it's great. Song wise, it's great. You already know Flatbush Zombies. You know how I am with Flatbush Zombies. So, yeah, it's called Afterlife. I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. We're definitely watching it after this. We got to. It's dope. Conway the Machine featuring Method Man, Lemon. Conway the Machine actually has an album coming out in 2 weeks, I think. August 24th. I don't remember who was all on it. But this song, he dropped a song called Lemon. And it's dope.
I listened to it actually before we started recording.
It's dope.
It's fire. Method Man got off too.
But yeah, that song's cold. Rick Ross, Pen to the Cross, dropped it after his versus battle featuring Finn Matthews. I don't know who that is, but hey, Rick Ross gave him a chance. That's all that matters. What do you think about Rick Ross saying "fuck Terry Crews" basically in that song?
I mean, I understand why he said it.
Yeah, me too.
He addressed it on the interview with Hot 97, but Terry Crews is trying to like repurpose the word coon with like a stupid ass acronym. And
wait, what? When did he do that?
Some tweet he said, I think it was controlling our own narrative or something like that. Trying to come on, man.
Wait, he did it?
I know they like banning people off Twitter. I know they banned Talib Kweli. Terry Crews should be like
Terry Crews should be
somewhere
up.
Close in that ballpark.
Wait,
get him.
When did he do that? Was that like over the week? Was that?
I don't know what date it was, bro.
What?
I didn't
even know he did that.
Rick Ross don't even be this people like that, like on social media like that. He was like, all right, nigga, enough.
that man tried to repurpose the work.
Come on, man. Like,
God damn. Okay.
Yeah. So, I like the song, and I did hear that part, and like I said, he expounded on it during the interview. But this is, this is kind of Ross's bread and butter. It's a dope song. I think he said he had an album coming out.
No, him and 2 Chainz both announced albums, but
So
I mean, I don't know what they're called.
he said richer than I ever been.
That's the name of the album.
That's the name of the album.
Damn.
And they said,
that's a
and
dope title.
they said why? He said
Because I'm richer than
richer than
I
I ever. That was his answer.
Man, you know how I can only imagine what they gave him, because they shot Coming to America 2 at his house, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah. He got a bag.
hell, they probably did that versus battle in his house. Hey, y'all got to pay up, nigga.
It'd be crazy if they really did do it.
Well, they both. I mean, they obviously they both live here, so it wouldn't surprise me.
I can't picture them renting out a place that. That song was tough. I liked it. 2 Chainz Moneymaker featuring Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne needs to stop doing the autotune.
Yeah, it's time to hang it up, man.
Like, you know what pisses me off about it the most is that he doesn't even do it as much as he used to do it. He actually does it way less, but the moments he does it, like, I always hate it.
I've never, and I know that's part of his thing. I've always thought that he didn't have to do it as much as he did it.
I never knew why he did it. Why did he even start?
Just, I think that was just something that made, I think a lot of his songs that were like very, very good, he just happened to do it, and he probably liked it and was like, well, fine, I'll just do it. But I personally, when I hear him doing that shit, it just it's hard to not find it distracting. So I don't know, man. But the song is cool. Them both, Ross and Chainz, both releasing a song that kind of really highlights their strengths. 2 Chainz making a song like Moneymaker.
They definitely gonna play that at those college football games.
Ross playing a song like Pin to the Cross. It just kind of really,
it showed their style differences.
exactly. So,
Like that was like the epitome of a style difference right there.
So that's kind of one of the things that I just personally picked up from both of their singles releases. But yeah, it's a cool song. And you ready to roll your sleeves up and get to Birkin? So
ready for the song that set the streets on fire.
All right, so Cardi B is back, and she has enlisted the assistance of Megan Thee Stallion for a new song that dropped along with the video, titled WAP, WAP for Wet Ass Pussy. And I'm just going to step aside and let you.
That song trash. I'm sorry. I mean, you know what? I just don't like Cardi. I'm sorry.
What is it about Cardi that you don't?
I like Bodak Yellow Cardi, and I like rappy Cardi. When Cardi actually raps, like, I actually enjoy it. But when she be doing shit like this, like these songs where she doesn't really rap, like, it's kind of like she just flows with the beat and she doesn't say shit. Like, her and Meg literally rapped the way Cardi should have been rapping. Like, if they would have been both rapping, then I would have got it. But
So it's just Cardi's.
Cardi didn't really do anything. Like, I don't know why people are acting like she like stole the show with this. Because really, honestly, Meg took that song from Cardi, like, to be 300.
Well, for me,
it's just that Cardi has the budget for the video, and I think that turned it into a whole different thing.
Yeah, I mean, Cardi. Cardi is a artist that people have been waiting for. I don't think she's dropped music in a while, so I know this is something that when it was announced that they were going to drop it, it obviously caught a huge buzz, and I think this was just like you said, specifically for like Cardi's return. It wasn't going to be much rapping behind it, rapping surrounding it. It was just basically going to be like, yo, we got some sort of anthem, some sort of something to put out. The song is for me. It's whatever. I do like Meg's flow on it.
Yeah.
I found it impressive. I found it impressive in terms of, like you said, it sounded like she was really trying to rap on the song.
Well, she knew this was a big moment. She had to.
So, in that regard, I was with it. Personally, I know there's been discussions and debates on this song already, which I think was the part of the intent of the song. I know this is going to be a huge anthem for a lot of captions and a lot of tweets and Instagrams or whatever have you.
All the basic.
It ain't for me. I'm not gonna kill the song, but if I never heard it again, I'd be okay.
This was like "Please Me" with her and Bruno Mars, where she really didn't like. What did she really say on that song? What did her or Bruno Mars really say on that song?
Yeah,
this is literally that. Like, it wasn't. It's just Cardi just talking. Like, it was nothing. There was nothing great about this song.
I'm indifferent to it. I feel nothing for the song. Like I said, the silver lining for me, Meg sounded good on it.
Yeah, I like Meg.
That's what I will say.
But I feel like the song was so trash that I don't even though I really enjoy Meg's Park, like, I'm not listening to it again.
Yeah.
What do you think about everybody making a big deal about Kylie Jenner?
That's what people do, man. People want to be mad at shit.
Somebody said, I saw this thing. I'm so sick of these social justice warriors. Somebody said, yo, how come Normani had to dance and Kylie Jenner just had to walk? That just shows that African American women have to do more. And I was like, what?
The second she showed up in that video, I already knew the vitriol that was gonna come with that. I already knew.
Oh yeah, but I think they knew it too. They
at the end of the day, Cardi put her she in the video.
Exactly.
So for me, it's just, I've seen that reaction. And like I said, I've really been trying to separate myself from social media in terms of how people react to shit. People want to be mad at stuff all the time. And for me, it's just, I just be in the middle, bro. Like, I don't care about Kylie Jenner. I don't care about her being in the video.
I feel like that was something people made a really big deal.
How long was she in the video? Like 10 seconds?
It was not that long.
So,
she just walked.
I'm not finna sit here and erupt over 10 seconds.
I think it was the fact that the whole beat dropped, and then they gave her the camera, and she just walked and opened the door, and then she know Normani's there, and Normani's dancing, and
the only thing I could have said is
I don't know.
She probably didn't need to be there, but other than that, it's whatever, man.
She should have got Tinashe. Boy.
I'm a man. I should just shut up and let women.
Well, what do we know? What do we know, right?
Shut up and let women enjoy it. So that's what I'm doing. Y'all, women love the song. They enjoy it. Like I said, I know it's gonna be a quote unquote bop for them, and God bless them. God, more power.
God bless.
More power to you. Like I said, the song it ain't for me.
I swear, you be low key getting this canceled every week. Like,
what you mean?
You be hitting right there. And it's like,
what I said. I feel like I'm being not purposely safe, and I'm just, like I said, I'm my name is Bennett. I ain't in it. If people love the song, more power to you. I'm not here to tell nobody how they should feel about the song. If you love it, if you got that shit in your car rocking, rock it. It just won't be me.
I wonder if anyone's really gonna blast this song in their car. It's gonna be a car.
Listen, man. Listen. There's an audience. That's why I said it's an audience. It's an audience of people who seeing Cardi and Meg together. Just off of that, it's already gassing the song. And like I said, I'm just letting people cook. But if you want, everyone's not gonna like the song, and that's just where I'm at with it. The song is I could do without it, but like I said, Meg does sound good on it. What you want from me?
Man,
what you want?
I don't know. That song is not. I like the video. I did like the video though. I like the creative art style of the video.
Yeah,
I gotta give it that.
Nice looking video.
Like for a comeback video, it was good. I did enjoy that, but
no doubt. Like I said,
I'm not looking forward to the next Cardi album. So,
well,
you think her album ain't gonna come out till next year?
Yeah, I would say so.
It's next year.
Well, so we're just a bunch of cis hetero scum. So
I saw somebody commented on the video and was like, I was looking for the bullet hole in Meg's foot, the hole, and I was just like,
that's what you get, man. That's what social media.
We need to, why don't we talking about this situation? That shit is weird, man. That Meg and Tory situation is weird.
Like I said, bro, when they go to court, I think we gonna get all the information that.
I will say this: it's not looking so good for Meg right now. I will say that. I don't know if you've been following it, but
I haven't.
Yeah, I don't know why. Honestly, I don't. This is the most interesting thing that happened in 2020. Well, it's not interesting. Like, this is the most interesting hip hop thing that's happened in 2020, easily. I don't think anything hip hop wise, or just music, because it's so weird. It's just a weird case.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for, like I said, for the court dates and the information. That's where, when it's under oath, that's when we really gonna see what.
We don't know what time it is. When is the court date? Like October 12th or something?
Sometime in October. I don't know the exact date, but yeah, when they in a court of law and they under oath, then we gonna find out what the energy is. So until then, we just got he say, she say, and like I said, I'll wait and see. Like I said, it's a developing story, and the court dates are set, and from there, that's where we'll leave it.
Man, I think that's covering music.
Let's go into
let's get into the most important thing, bro. Donald Trump just gave me more strip club money. What's up, nigga?
He gave me less because it was.
He gave you less? Oh yeah, he gave me less. Yeah, you're right. You going to any strip clubs?
Maybe.
Audience,
Follies.
Going to strip clubs.
Somebody said Follies closed down.
Huh?
Follies is done. Somebody said Follies is done.
Follies is down the street from me. I think it's still open.
Is it?
Is it? Oh,
well,
okay.
A source that not a source, but a young lady that I know said that it may be some tough times for Follies because I was around that area not so long ago. But yeah. So anyway, yeah, we done dropped the.
We back in the streets.
They done dropped the 600 down to 400.
Yeah, I wonder, is that really gonna hurt people? I don't think it's gonna hurt people that much, to be honest. They still, because that's still getting paid more than what your job normally pay you.
Yeah. I mean, listen, man. Anything that sound like less than what it was, gonna hurt a little bit.
You think people gonna view Donald Trump differently now?
What you mean?
That was a very smart move that you just pulled.
No, it's gonna take a lot more than that for them to.
Will it though?
It's gonna.
I don't know, man. That man came in between the Democrats and the Republicans, and America's a pretty shallow place. So he just came in between and said, "You know what? Y'all can't figure it out. I'm gonna sign the order. If you want to sue me, I don't care."
But he's made his bed already, so it don't matter. People are gonna look at him the way it don't matter what he do. So that's why I was. He's already kind of built equity in being hated or loved. So if people love Trump, they gonna still love him. If they hate him, it don't matter at this point. Because he gonna do something. He gonna do something after that just to make him piss him off again. Oh, that's why I don't fuck with you. That's right. So
you're right. Right back next week.
Exactly.
Next week he gonna do some bullshit.
Exactly. So to me, it's it is what it is.
$400 unemployment.
So
I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I'm not even following. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting. I'm glad he did something though. Now, I will say that.
I think they're still they haven't come to some sort of agreement on the stimulus, the new stimulus plan they're trying to put out. The dollar figure they're not really set on yet. So at this point, like I said, it's still something. It ain't 600, but it's still something, and people are gonna try to make do with what they got until I don't know how long this is gonna be. I don't know how long the extension is. Do you know by chance or no?
Man, I got the update right before we started.
Yeah.
I didn't even click it for real.
But yeah, so I guess we'll keep an eye on that. And I guess this would also be a good time to send prayers to the folks in Lebanon with the explosion.
Bro, that shit looks scary.
It was one of those things. It was almost like, you watch something, you don't believe it. That's what I was like.
That was one of those truly once in a lifetime events.
So I saw the video, and so we're talking about the Beirut explosion for the listeners out there. And once again, we want to send our prayers and condolences to those individuals who passed, those individuals who are are suffering injuries, those who are now homeless, and whatever other disparities or things that people are experiencing right now. Very, very crazy, very, very scary. Like I said, I saw that, and I look at my phone all the time. I see crazy shit all the time, and that was like one of those few times I was like, oh my fucking God, like it was just surreal.
Yeah, that didn't even, that second explosion, man.
Yeah.
What the hell?
It was just surreal. And I know, people are already on the Instagram or social media getting into this conspiracy theory bag, and I'm not doing that right now. I don't think it's a appropriate time for that right now. Just hopefully we get more information.
What sucks about it is Lebanon, like there are it's Beirut's a city, right? Beirut's a city, Lebanon's a country. Okay. So Lebanon's already a war-torn country. Their economy's already bad. They already got corruption. Like it was already a lot going on there.
And then
this. And then what made it worse was that this happened on their port. And 80% of their economy is imports. So it's a bad situation. It's a really bad situation for them. Like, I don't know. Prayers out to them. Like, I was just reading about it more and more, and I just saw how it was going to affect them, and it's not looking too good.
It's a very sad story, man. Like I said, it's something that is just very surreal. It's very, to witness that, not even being there, but just to witness that. And I guess that is one of the catch-22s about social media is, I guess you do get to get a different experience from just reading it is one thing, but seeing it is different. Like if I'd have read about that in an article somewhere, I probably would have had some level of feeling, like a level of like, oh my God, but to physically see that, man, I've seen people with multiple angles. There was some woman who was taking like pictures for like I want to say bridal shower, or not bridal, but like, or excuse me, wedding pictures in her gown, and all the cameraman, you just see him disoriented. Like you see the explosion, you just see him disoriented, and he has like the camera on like the little stabilizer thing, the handheld stabilizer, and he's just like, he don't know what to do, he don't know where to go, he don't know, you feel what I'm saying? And that's that type of disorientation, and just that type of chaos and confusion is just something that's very, very unfortunate to see. So we are going to continue, like I said, we want to just continue to send prayers to those individuals, everyone who's in that situation. And like I said, it's just the devastation of that. I can only imagine.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. I saw too many videos from like, and what's funny? It seems like every time you look at a video from a different angle, you feel like you're looking at a whole new video, like a whole new. Yeah. All the angles were just like so crazy.
That's what I'm saying. It shows just different perspectives of the same experience. So it's just very, very, very crazy, very crazy. But I guess I don't have that much more on that. I don't have any other information on it, unfortunately. So
yeah, it's just shouts out, prayers out. Absolutely. Anyone who was injured, hurt. Oh man, damn, we already. Fuck, this might be our shortest podcast in a while.
No, this is about this is where I like it. Hour and a half. This is on par for me. All right.
I live for the 2-hour projects.
Yeah, I know.
I live for it.
I know.
I live by myself, so I be like, damn, they leaving.
Yeah, exactly.
I be like, fuck.
This is good. Right where we at. Right where we at. This is good.
What's up? Where were we at, man? What is it? NBA finalists. Oh man, wait, hold on. They announced it.
Yeah, they have the list for the awards. So they have the NBA awards. So from what I understand, the voting is based off of the season from the beginning of the season through March.
LeBron got nominated again. Yo, how many nominations has he had?
For MVP? He should have more MVPs, but we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to get into that.
They not ready for that one?
I mean, it's the truth.
I agree.
He should have more MVPs. But, yeah, so, he's in the we can go through this.
Is it the same MVPs as last year? These are the same people.
Same finalists?
It's the same finalists.
Well, I know James Yeah. Well, I don't know. Was LeBron? I know he got hurt, so I don't know if he was still in the running. I think Paul George was.
Huh. I don't remember who was there last year.
I know it was Giannis and James Harden were the two of the finalists.
And Giannis won last year, right?
Giannis won last year,
Okay.
and I don't remember exactly if LeBron was a finalist because he did get injured, and he was out for a good portion of that season with the groin injury last year.
Yeah.
So I think Paul George may have been like the third finalist. I'm not 100% sure on that, but yeah, LeBron's always going to be in there. Do you have a prediction? Do you have your
They probably gonna give it to LeBron.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna give it to LeBron.
Yeah, so we got the Rookie of the Year, Ja Morant, Kendrick Nunn, and Zion. I think Ja Morant.
Ja
Morant. Yeah, so it's
Ja
not,
Morant should get up.
Zion didn't play. He didn't play enough this year to me to really make an impact.
If they give that to Zion, like
They shouldn't, but if
that would
they do,
be some bull.
that would be disrespectful for the simple fact, like I said, he hasn't even played like enough this year to me. Not more so than, and I think they're out of the playoff running. Like if the Grizzlies are in the playoff, 'cause I think they're in the hunt for the 8th seed. If they go to the playoffs and New Orleans doesn't, and Ja Morant played more, there's no reason why he shouldn't get Rookie of the Year.
All right.
So we got Defensive Player of the Year. Giannis, Anthony Davis, Rudy Gobert.
I got Rudy.
Rudy Gobert shut down a whole league.
I got Rudy.
He wins.
Rudy, yeah.
He shut the whole league down.
He shut the world down.
Exactly.
Like nobody in the world took it seriously until he got it.
Won by a landslide. He put niggas in a bubble. So
Nah, he wins.
Rudy Gobert. Six man. I'm a little confused by this. Montrezl Harrell.
Dennis Schroeder.
Oh, he's been balling. He's OKC's like second option.
Has he been balling?
He's been balling. Yeah. Montrezl Harrell and
He
Lou
didn't do that for
Williams
us.
on the same. Well,
He didn't do
them
that
being
for
on the
Atlanta.
same, them being on the same team and them both being a 6-man nominee. It's kind of weird to me.
Is it allowed? Oh,
I mean, it's allowed, but I'm just saying it just seems kind of weird. But,
I think it's because it might be because they shortened the league and they ain't got nobody else. So
well, maybe.
they're gonna give it to they got to give it to Dennis if he's.
I think Dennis Schroeder's gonna get it. Kia, most improved player. Again, this is kind of confusing. I don't know why Luka's on here. Luka's been balling since he got in the league. I think Brandon Ingram is probably the most improved in my opinion.
I don't even know who this other dude is.
I'm mad that we kept Kuzma though. After seeing this nigga ball, Kuzma's been trash this year.
Has he?
Yes. And Brandon,
Oh yeah, Twitter was killing his ass.
and
That's right.
Brandon Ingram been balling. So I think Brandon Ingram's gonna win that. I like Bam. I don't think he'll win it, but I do like him. I do like him as a player. He's a really good player. We got Coach of the Year. I think that we got Mike Budenholzer from the Bucks, Billy Donovan from the Thunder, Nick Nurse from the Raptors. I think Nick Nurse is going to win.
Nick Nurse. I think Nick Nurse should win that.
I think he'll win it.
Did you see the videos? Oh wait, I was about to go on a completely different time. My bad. Go ahead.
Nah. Billy Donovan has had a great year. OKC's had a great year, honestly. I think people thought they were going to be like a lottery team. People threw Chris Paul over there, and they just was like, well, sorry, pal.
Good luck.
Yeah, but he got them boys balling. Yeah, he got them playing pretty well.
He got them wearing suits.
I think Chris Paul is probably one of the most underrated, even though he hasn't really gotten to that second level. But in terms of like just the player, he's one of the best point guards that don't get talked about. The league has kind of gone to more flashy, like, you know, we love the ISO ball, we love the James Hardens of the worlds, we love the Steph Currys of the worlds, and the dudes is ballers. Don't get me wrong, but I think Chris Paul has done a lot with less. He's done a lot with less on his team.
I agree.
And I don't think any of those guys could have done what Chris Paul has been doing with the Thunder. And I think there should be a lot of value in that. Just how much you make your team around you better. And I can't say for sure that Steph does that the way that Chris Paul does. And I damn sure don't think James Harden does that the way that Chris Paul does. So yeah, I think they do the awards. They've moved it now, so they do it after the season.
I think I don't know. Well, how many more games are left?
Well, they have this
4.
another week. Well, no, they have another week of the seeding games, and then they're gonna go into the playoffs. So, if I'm not mistaken, most teams have already kind of clinched. I think there's still a race in there's still a race in the West for the 8th seed. You got Memphis in the hunt. You got the Spurs, I believe. You got Portland. Melo been balling too. Put some respect on Melo's name. Melo been balling.
Has he?
Put some respect on his name. He been balling.
Okay.
People thought he was obviously he's not the first guy anymore, but I think people just wrote him off as being there was just a bad narrative around him that I never really liked, that he was just he destroyed teams and he wasn't willing to fit into a role playing position. And I just think people just got on that bandwagon and just rode it home. He's in Portland now. He's playing really, really well. They got Nurkic back. Nurkic. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but he had the leg injury. The year I thought they were going to go to the finals is when he broke his leg. The year that Portland went to the Western Conference Finals.
And who broke their leg?
Nurkic, their center.
When was that?
This was last year.
Oh.
Or the
Was that the year before?
year before.
Okay.
Year before. But Portland is looking pretty good. I like Dame, just his
Dame been going off.
just his aura. Just
I like Dame.
just who he is, just the type of person he is. I fucks with Dame. So I root for him. Him and Paul George talking a little trash on Twitter. I thought it was kind of funny. Paul George got the nerve to say we gonna send your ass home. Like he didn't get sent home.
He got sent home
via Dame. Like nigga,
that was one of that might have
forget?
been like a top 10.
Did you forget who I?
That might have been a top 10 finish of all time.
Yeah.
Like for real. Did you see the fuck, are we still talking about NBA?
We can talk about whatever, bro.
Oh, did you see the Cam Newton press conference?
With no, I didn't see it, but I'm rooting for him. The only concern I have is that there's about 8 guys from the Patriots who've opted out.
Yeah, I saw that.
So that's my only concern.
It was like 67 players in the league that opted out.
Well, New England has the highest number of players on their roster who've opted out. A few of them being offensive players. I think one of their fullbacks, one of their tackles, and that's my only concern for Cam Newton's success this year. Like I want him to ball out, but depending on who those guys are in terms of the offensive scheme, I don't know how that's going to fare for him. If these are starters who have opted out, I don't know how that's going to fare for him in terms of him having success. I believe Bill Belichick is going to get him right. I think he's just a lot of what Tom Brady did was a lot of short passes and letting the receivers do the work. I think Cam is capable of doing that, even if he's not the best passer. I think he's capable of that type of system. Obviously, he's more mobile than Tom Brady. As long as he just takes care of his body. I think as long as he doesn't try to do too much in terms of like, I'm still Cam. I can still take punishment. No, because you can't.
Yeah.
Cam's a big dude. Don't get me wrong. He's a big guy.
But them injuries.
Yeah, that stuff.
Them injuries.
It does add up. But, excuse me. Sorry. I still think Carolina did him dirty. I don't care what anybody says.
I think everybody kind of feels that way.
It's just disrespectful to me. I've seen players get done wrong, but just you hold them on the roster until everyone has a quarterback and then you release them. Like, come on, man. Like, I think he deserved better than that, and I think a lot of people, and that's a large part of why I am rooting for him, even though I'm not a big fan of the Patriots. But I do like Cam Newton.
I want to see Cam torch everybody. I ain't gonna lie.
So it's going to be interesting.
He can torch everybody except us.
The money man, Patrick Mahomes might have something to say about that, but
he ain't got to win the Super Bowl, but I feel like even if he comes out with like a 10-5 season, like that's still.
Yeah, I think I agree with that.
Yeah, like that's still like, I'm here.
Yeah,
I want him to have one of those seasons where he just says, I'm here.
Do you think the NFL completes the season this year?
No, I don't think NFL even gets the season off the ground.
Do you think it was wrong for them to, wait to?
Yeah, they had more time than anybody. And then on top of that, even when the NBA implemented their strategy, they could have just stole the NBA strategy too.
I don't understand why they didn't do that. I don't get it. You can go to Florida too. You can go right down there to Tampa Bay. You get two cities.
You can get two cities.
Tampa, you get Miami. Y'all take a bus back and forth. You get a bubble in Miami. You get a bubble in Tampa.
Yeah, they could have did the same thing, and they got less teams. I don't know. I don't feel bad for the NFL. To be honest.
Yeah, and of course, you got players now tons of players who've opted out. On top of that,
I think they could have just did like a shortened season.
Well, they're gonna have to now. Don't nobody want to play.
It's a lot of players. I think like 67 opted out, but I know a lot tested positive for COVID too. So it's I don't know that season ain't happening, man. That's how I feel about it.
What you think about The Rock buying the XFL or in talks of buying the XFL?
The Rock?
Yeah.
Wait, what? When did that happen? Oh shit! You know what was crazy? I was in the gym and I read like the ticker at the bottom of the ESPN or whatever.
Yep.
I saw XFL, but I read the N, but I was so confused as to why the XFL was even there. That's why it was there.
Yeah. Rock said Vince. Let me get that up off you.
How much you offer?
I think it said $15 million.
Oh, he could sell that.
I think he bought it. Him, and I think it's not just him, but he's part of the group.
The Rock might have overpaid. To be honest, he might have overpaid.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, no,
I mean they were going under anyway. So
yeah, no, that's a good move.
You think he's gonna do like a real life Ballers? That's his thing, right?
I don't know what The Rock got planned for this one. That's gonna be interesting.
Can you imagine The Rock as a commissioner? Know your role. Nah. I'm interested to see what happens with that. I know football is something that he's always talked about. Is something that, or at least in the NFL, was something that he wanted at some point, didn't pan out for him, and of course he became a pro wrestler. Rest is history.
Yeah.
Now he's The Rock. You know.
I don't know. That's gonna be an interesting little thing right there.
Yeah, I think as he's starting to, because I think he's just trying to move more into now that the movies have kind of slowed down a little bit. He's trying to continue to get in the business space. I think he has his tequila that he has as well.
Yeah. Did it ever come out?
No, it's out.
Oh,
it's out. So he has the tequila. He's probably looking into doing more business ventures. I think he has the Under Armour thing as well.
Yeah, but that started years ago.
But I'm just saying, like, continuous things he's been doing in terms of like just getting into more of that entrepreneur realm. So I liked what the XFL was doing before everything happened. So hopefully, if they can keep some iteration of that, and his name can maybe, The Rock is obviously he's a household name, so maybe he can draw in that audience once everything kind of gets back to going. So hell, they could do a fucking bubble. They only got 8? They only have like 8 teams. They could,
they can go to Idaho.
So yeah, man.
What was up? Yeah, I didn't even know that. That's interesting. Huh. Well,
You been watching anything?
Nope.
I
ain't gonna lie. This week has been like I've been out a lot. I kind of had a blurry week. That's kind of why I'm not really like saying a bunch of goofy shit right now, because I've been sitting here trying to remember my week and I can't remember it. Because I think I just had a really fast paced week. Like we just have a really fast paced week and then you're just like, shit.
I haven't known what day it is for like the past 3 days. I've been confused about the days.
Movie theaters are opening back up in September 3rd.
Did you see the trailer for the movie based off of Fred Hampton, Judas and the Black Messiah?
What? No.
So the trailer came out, and what's my man from Get Out? Daniel Kaluuya.
Okay.
He plays Fred Hampton of the Black Panthers. This is about the whole thing with.
Yeah. I heard about it.
Yeah. So trailer came out. It's pretty fire. I think Ryan Coogler is a producer, and there's another actor. I'm not, a director. Forgive me, I don't. Shaka King, I think, is the director. So it has Daniel Kaluuya, and I think Lakeith Stanfield. I believe he plays the William O'Neill.
Okay.
Who ends up being like works with the FBI as far as like an informant or whatever. So trailer looks good. It said released in theaters, so that's what kind of stuck out to me in terms of like, all right, well, I guess they're expecting that theaters will be back open. Yeah. So, I believe it's 2021. It's going to be coming out. So I did see the trailer for that. I haven't watched. I mean, of course, we've talked about Dark on this podcast for the past few weeks. We're just finishing the first season. I did watch this movie. It came out actually last year called Don't Let Go. and it has the what's the dude's name? David Oya. I'm gonna fuck up his last name, but he played in Selma. He played MLK.
Okay, I know you're talking about.
So
I know what you're talking about.
He's in the movie. Storm Reed is also in the movie, and it's basically his niece. Something happens with his niece and her family, and they pass away. But this is all in the trailer, so I'm not spoiling nothing. So they pass away, and about 2 weeks later, I believe, he gets a phone call from her, and she's alive. So he's like, "Yo, how are you alive?" So it's like this time loop thing, and it's kind of weird, but it was okay. It could have been something really good because I like sci-fi-ish type of stuff. Anything that deals with like time travel could either be good or bad. But so it was okay. It was something that I thought was, when I saw the trailer, I was intrigued because it just seemed like a little bit different than just your typical cop detective type of film. So I did watch that.
Oh, go ahead. I thought about something.
No, that was it. No, that was.
Oh, I did watch something. I watched my first Bill Burr stand up.
Your first?
My first.
Well, you wildin', bro. Which one did you watch?
Damn.
It was on Netflix.
It was on Netflix.
Is it the Tiger something?
No, it wasn't. It was fuck. I just watched it last night.
Boo.
I didn't know Bill Burr was that funny.
That's why I'm like, yo. That's why I'm like,
yo. I'm late. I'm late.
Bill Burr's from that cloth. I'm not gonna say. I don't want to say Chappelle. I don't want to like lump him into Chappelle, but he's in that cloth of like, you have like your current comedian who is trying to navigate in this so PC world, and where you can't say nothing and you're worried about getting canceled. And he's one of those guys who've always kind of fought for the rights of, or the freedoms of comedians to do comedy, and just let us do what we do. We don't need to have handcuffs and like we can't say this, can't say that.
Yeah.
But he's very good at like navigating through this type of, especially in this climate now. He's one of the guys who's very, very in tune with what's going on in the world. And
I watched I'm Sorry You Feel That Way.
Okay.
That's the one I watched.
Gotcha.
That shit was funny.
Yeah.
He's funny.
Yeah, you watch some more.
I want to watch. I think I'm probably gonna watch another one tonight.
Yeah, watch some more of his stuff because like, Bill Burr, he's one of my favorite comedians. He's kind of, like I said, in the I guess the cloth or the circle that I'm thinking of in terms of like Patrice O'Neal-ish in a way. Rest in peace to Patrice O'Neal. I wish he was still alive today. Oh, yeah, he was already kind of doing like the shit he was talking.
He'll probably be going off.
The shit he was talking, he was already talking it like, oh my God. I remember he bought this he was on this Fox News show, and the lady was mad about like a rape joke that he said, and she didn't even say it right. But this is how smooth the dude is. So he corrects her in how she told the joke wrong, and somebody in the back, like one of the camera people, starts laughing. He's like, "Why are you laughing? She is outraged." And the lady just starts smiling. Like she couldn't even be mad. Like he was just like very, very good at just being able to understand that people as they consume comedy, but they're not comics. They're not in that space. So he would always say stuff like, "Yo, you don't really understand like funny. Like let us do it. You could say the joke is funny or it's not funny, but you gotta let us do it. You gotta let us navigate that space to do that. It's like that's not your world. Your world is." He say all this crazy shit. So, but yeah, man, Patrice O'Neal is one of my favorite comedians ever. And Elephant in the Room. If you've never seen that,
what, the Fox News?
No, Elephant in the Room. It's just
shit! I thought you meant there was like an elephant.
No, it was one of his specials. Patrice O'Neal's specials.
I'm actually, honestly, I really don't watch that many comedy specials.
Well, if you like Bill Burr, watch Elephant in the Room. That shit is hilarious.
Like, it's funny. I don't watch comedy specials, but I watch every Dave Chappelle special. But other than that, I don't really follow comedy specials. But Bill Burr definitely made me one of them.
Listen, man, I feel like if you fucks with Bill, like I said, if you fucks with Bill Burr,
I feel like I've been missing out.
Yeah. Patrice O'Neal is up there for me. I like Corey Holcomb. He's a little bit more. He's a little bit rougher. He's a little bit more aggressive and just like rebellious against like the PC shit. I like him. You already said Chappelle. Chris Rock's his latest stuff has been in for me, like Tangerine. I think that was or Tambourine. I think that was what came out on Netflix. It was okay. Didn't really care for it, but yeah, I think if you like that type of comedy,
yeah, that's more up my alley.
I could put you on some.
That's more my alley.
I could put you on some people. There's honestly there's not a lot of new comics.
I like comedians who just say the things that nobody wants to hear. Like,
it's just how they say it. Like even what's my man's name? I like him. He's been on Comedy Central. Well, he was on Roy Woods Jr. I like him. He's really dope comic. But again, just understanding the current climate and just being able to adapt and make comedy that's still funny and still you're able to still make your point. Because comedy's always been about social commentary. And not always, but it's not new. Like comics have spoken about things in social commentary for years. It's just, and a lot of it has been the darker sides of life that people don't want to talk about. And for some reason, everyone wants to be offended by everything, and everyone wants to be a victim of something and triggered.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, fuck. Like, that's why I like Patrice's mindset. Yo, it's either funny or it's not funny. You feel what I'm saying? If you hear something like, okay, that's not funny, that's fine. But if you're offended by every single thing, like, because everyone can be offended by everything. So it's like, what room do you really have to operate if everyone is just going to be, triggered? And to me, it doesn't help comedy if you're going to handcuff a comic and say,
right,
you can only talk about tablecloths. So I just looked at the tables.
I was like, that was so random.
I know. We not even probably talking about comics, but this is where we at. But yeah, man. So I think you would like a few of the cats. Like I said, Elephant in the Room is a good special.
Well, you already know what time it is. It's time for your weekly question.
Oh shit, I forgot about that shit, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Well, it's okay. I'm here to remind you. So,
okay.
If your girl got a problem with you watching porn, do you keep watching porn?
What's her problem with me watching porn?
I don't know. It's just, you know how some females are just really weird about that. They're like, oh, well, if you're watching porn, you're probably thinking about somebody else. And it's just like, not really, but.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to understand the problem. If it bothered her that much, I mean, I probably would like
do it on the low, in secret.
I mean, maybe, but
what if
it's
what if she gets you?
You try to get caught. I mean, like sometimes you ever like when you get caught, ain't no point like trying to jump up off the couch. Like, oh shit! Look, you just like look up like, oh, you got me.
You got me.
I mean,
did you ever get caught by your parents
watching porn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
I jumped in. I was a teenager though. That was different.
No, I mean like what happened when they caught you?
I unplugged the computer and tried to like turn around and like. Look, man.
You wanna know? Okay, I'm tell you a funny story.
Continue, yes, please.
All right, so back when DirecTV, like in DirecTV, you had to like buy the channel, you had to buy the movies to watch movies. You still can do that.
Yeah.
So I think I was like, I'll say I was 9 or 10. I woke up at like 5 o'clock in the morning one day, couldn't sleep, and I was scrolling through the TV, and I accidentally hit the porn channel, but I had never heard of porn, and I was like instantly amazed. I was like, "Yo, what is this shit?" So I ended up buying like $50 worth of porn right there, right, and then my parents woke up. And they came in the room and were like, "Why are you up so early?" And I was just like, I couldn't sleep. I don't know.
I'm watching pro wrestling.
Yo, my mom went through recent purchases. She was like, "Negro, you spent." She called me a Negro. Negro, you spent $50 on pork. I was like, "Mom, no."
She mad at the amount. Not that you watched. You're just like, damn, G, $50. I could have just.
I kept buying them over and over. I was like, "Oh, to see this sounds cool. This sounds cool." I was like scheduling them and shit.
I used to work
Oh
at this
my
credit. I
God.
used to work at this credit union, and I don't know if you remember like phone sex lines. Like
You worked at the phone sex one?
No, I told you.
Oh,
I worked at a
nah,
credit.
that would have been a lit podcast.
No, I worked at a credit union, so like people will call in about. I have a charge on my account, and I don't know what that is. And I would pull up the account. And I'm like, well, ma'am, did you call the number? I said, maybe you should call the number. Because it looks to be some sort of adult site. She said, oh, there's no way. I was like,
What?
is there? I said, do you live at your house by yourself? No, my husband lives here, and I have a son here. I was like, well, yeah, but you might want to consult with them about these charges, ma'am, because somebody's making these charges. I don't think these are fraud. These ain't fraudulent at all. I don't think these are fraudulent at all. But people will call in about, whether it be Cinemax shit or just paying for it, like just they would say they unauthorized. Like, no, they're authorized. Just maybe not by you, but if you got a young man that lives or older man that lives in the home,
Making boy,
you may want to.
that's a crazy ass conversation.
You may want to. You have to, yeah. Like once you figure out, like, cause like we could just do like a quick little internet search,
Yeah.
and be like, oh man, this is a. Oh no, I would know because it would be blocked on the browser at work. I was like, well, ma'am, well, I can't get into it, so it must be some shit that your boy ought not be watching. So, but yeah, man.
Yeah.
People be planning to play stupid. Like, don't play dumb. Like your boy, you probably caught him doing it. And
Yeah, for sure.
take the charge. We're not taking the charge off your account. He done beat off already, so we can't undo that. So sorry, no refunds.
You ever called into one of those? I never have.
Nah, phone sex thing was never really. Once like I said, once the videos stuff, that was more of like where I got fucked up.
Jamel has.
Once the internet really like, especially like the internet.
Jamel did it before.
Oh well.
Can't wait till he come back to the podcast. Tell us that
I
story.
ain't gonna tell the man. I ain't gonna snitch on the man. Like,
Which
that man mind his business. You out here
out here creating false stories about people
ratting the boy.
that never happened. Oh man.
Oh. What else we got, man?
Man, I don't know, man. This is our first time on video. What you thought?
Well,
How was your first experience?
I guess we'll find out.
These lights bright as hell.
We'll find out once we see the final product.
It's gonna. Yeah, that's true.
So listen, guys. The video thing might not be for y'all. It might be y'all. But this is cool. I don't think I've tried not to look into the camera because that's just.
I ain't gonna lie. I looked into the camera like a million times. I've been like looking like, yo,
Blinking and shit.
I
Well, I will say this: for the individuals who asked for video, we've held up our end of the bargain. So your end of the bargain is please subscribe on YouTube
and share it to your mama, your auntie, your grandma, everyone.
We've done our due diligence, and we will continue to try to do that. We continue to provide you with the best podcasting experience. We appreciate it, and I don't really have nothing else, brother.
Yeah, this our shortest podcast, and
This
is about on time.
Hour and a half. This is like the album. This is like the 15th song on the album. Right here, wrapping it up.
Where we been wrapping it up at? Like hour 45.
2 hours and 12 minutes. I'm like, yo, my G, the fuck is you doing?
Yo, you been waiting to let this shit up.
Wrap that shit up, B. Every time I look at this fucking timer and
You
that
be
shit
looking
say,
at the timestamp. You be like, wait.
hey, when I start doing this in the seat, cuz like turning like this, like, all right, my nigga, wrap. I'm uncomfortable.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. These seat cushions was like the best investment.
That's what I'm saying.
Ever. Now we gotta buy some new chairs. It would be good.
Listen, man. Yeah, that's all I got. So that will be all for this episode. And
Any last words?
Oh, thanks for asking. Follow us on Instagram.
Okay.
If you are on social media, you can find us at The Pencil Pushers Project on Instagram. If you go into our bio link, you can find us on all other DSPs and other social media platforms. We want to thank you guys for tuning in with us, and we hope you all have a great week. You got any last words for us, brother, before we...
Yeah, don't be an idiot. It's dangerous out here right now. Don't be stupid with your unemployment money.
That's a good point.
Read all the instructions in that little new thing you just bought. Don't miss no steps. You feel me? And the world's dangerous, so be safe, pray. And shouts out to Beirut again, for real. That's for that tragedy.
Absolutely.
That's it. That's all I got.
Absolutely. Facebook Marketplace for the win. Support black businesses. Be safe, be smart.
Support black podcasts.
As well. And that will be all for this week. We thank you guys again for tuning in, and we are out of here.
All right.